Forgotten Wander, painted by Andrea Cubis, narrated by David and Andrea Cubis. So David, what did you think of this painting?
So that was cool, but you need a lot of painting to work on.
Yeah, I mean, this is the very beginning of the painting, right?
Yes.
What color am I painting right now?
White.
White. What was it before?
We need to get the next painting for which color it is.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Oh, you're right. But I went over gray, right? I put white on gray.
And then we're going to dry it up.
Yeah, because I like to paint fast, right? And that hairdryer lets me paint fast.
Oh, we're going to get Oh, no, we're still painting.
So I'm using, that's called a fan brush. And what color am I putting on there?
Gray?
Yeah, I'm doing a darker shade of gray.
Oh!
Do you know what those lines are going to be?
Trees?
Yeah. So the lighter the gray, the further away the tree looks. The darker the gray, the closer it looks.
Oh, we're on to second right now.
Yeah, we are. You're right. So for the ones in the back, I don't worry about doing branches. I just do the lines. And then as I get closer and I get darker, I start to put in a little more detail and I let the texture of the bark to shine through.
Yes!
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah!
See, now we start adding some branches in. Okay. I add those branches in to give those trees a little more character. You like that?
Yeah!
So, do you think this should be a winter scene?
Yes or no? I think yes.
Okay. Now, do you know what that tool is?
No.
That's called a palette knife.
Oh!
And a palette knife doesn't have bristles on it like a brush.
Yeah, now it's black.
Yeah, I'm using a pretty dark gray or pretty close to black, really.
Almost to first section.
Yeah. And using that palette knife, do you want to know what it does? Creates a really cool texture that's really awesome for trees.
We're in the first section.
Oh, we are, buddy. The trick with the palette knife is getting enough paint on it without having too much paint on it. Because otherwise you end up with weird globs. But if you have no paint on it, and you'll see there's times I swipe and I get nothing. Because I didn't have enough paint. How funny is that? So you'll see I use that palette knife for the closer trees, right? Oh, now what am I doing?
White again.
I'm using white. Why would I use white? What does that look like?
Snow.
It does look like snow. Now, you know what was hard? I should have done my snow as I did my trees, but I didn't. I waited to the end. So I had to put snow in between trees, and that was hard.
Yes!
So in that section right there, I'm kind of doing a swish back and forth. I'm using that fan brush again. And I'm creating a pathway.
Almost to fourth!
Yeah. And that pathway gets outlined by the shadow of the snowbanks around it.
On to fourth!
Yeah, we're in the 4th minute, buddy. You got it. And then I start to build the highlights around that snowbank.
Yes!
And then the tricky part was getting that horizon line in between all those trees. All those trees.
Goodness!
Oh, goodness, yeah. Now, did I do solid white or did I let some of the gray shine through?
Solid white or gray shine through?
We got some gray. And then those lines are the shadows.
Ooh, the shadows!
Because trees cast shadows.
Yay!
Okay, you don't have to yell.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
look, what am I doing up there at the top? What are those?
Branches.
And what are on the branches?
Leaves.
Oh, what color did I paint the leaves?
black?
I did. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't leaves be green?
No, white.
They should be white. Oh, is it because it's winter?
Yes?
Oh, well maybe I'll do some white ones later. How's that sound?
Okay, now we're on to the 5th one.
Yeah, we're in the 5th minute. So if you look at what I'm doing, I'm adding some white onto those trees to show that they have a little dimension going on. How cool is that? Because you know when snow falls, it doesn't always fall straight down, right? Sometimes it gathers up. And then, oh look, did you see that? I added some white leaves, just like you wanted me to.
Yeah, but pine trees always stay green on all seasons, right?
You're right. They're called evergreens. Right? Whereas trees that have leaves, they're deciduous, they drop their leaves. So this painting's kind of weird, isn't it? Shouldn't those leaves be on the ground?
Yeah, not on the trees.
You are so right. So
Floating.
kind of odd that the leaves are still up on those trees. I thought it was kind of cool looking though. What do you think?
Hairbrush.
Hair dryer.
Sorry, hair dryer.
Yeah.
And we're almost to 6.
You want to know why I needed the hair dryer?
Why?
The paint on those trees was so thick I had to dry it out before I started painting these next bits in red. And I still ran into trouble on this one that I'm working on right now with the scarf. Do you see that that's a scarf?
Yes?
And then what's that? What do you think I'm painting there? That's a scarf.
Boot
Oh, you think it's a boot?
or a hat?
Oh, it could be a hat. And then what's that way off in the distance?
The Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I like it. It is a little red cloak, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had a hard time with that. I was trying to make it a mitten, but it kept getting bigger. So in the end, it turned into a hat.
Why?
Well, because the mitten kept getting bigger. And the next thing up from a mitten is a hat. Now you see that paintbrush that I'm using right now? It's called a detailing paintbrush.
Oh.
It's really little. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see, I ran into troubles, especially with that scarf. I had to get that hair dryer out again to dry things out because I just kept mashing my colors
Almost to
together.
7. Almost to the 7.
No, we're past the 7.
Are we?
We
Oh,
are.
sorry. Almost to 8. I mean, we are at to 8.
Yep, 8 minutes. Now, I really wanted that scarf to have some stripes, and I was determined. I went over that scarf a couple times. See how I had to white out the whole thing? Do you see that up here where I had to white out the whole scarf after I'd painted it red? And there again, I was with the hairdryer. Don't want my colors mashing together, right? And this is where I transformed that mitt into a hat. I gave up. I like hats. Don't you like hats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's that over there? Maybe that's the wall for the room.
You're right. That is behind my painting. That's the wall. Yep. You got it. So this time when I went on the scarf, I did a darker red to show things being in shadow.
Almost
And
to,
I did the bright red.
almost to 9.
You're right. We're almost in the 9th minute. And then I went through and I finished up all those stripes. And I also go back over with my white to brighten up the white a little bit more. Did you like how the scarf turned out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the idea that that little girl climbed up that tree and hung her scarf on it?
Yep.
That's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're on the 9. Oh, is that the end or no?
Yeah, end is coming up. You're right. So we're just finishing a couple little things, right? Getting close. Okay. So we're finalizing those little details, putting a shadow, putting some, oh, what are those?
Footprints.
You're right. Those are her footprints going down the trail. Okay. And I wanted to show, see right there, I put some extra footprints near the scarf to show that she went off her path to hang up that scarf. And then I put a shadow under her so she looks like she's a part of the scene.
See ya. Bye.
Oh, here we are. Now we're going to say goodbye. here is The Forgotten Wander. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.